Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also, wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you, Mr. Wonderful Announcer, sir. Well, hello there. This episodic YouTube channel vlog show is brought to you by your friendly neighborhood sweet bumbling bow for Raver. I made an appearance on the following StreamYard community shows that were expanded from our friends from the Discord community I made friends with. That would be Bumbling Bozo's variety program every Saturday at 9 on the Uriel Ibarra Bros Studios YouTube channel. And both was in the sofas every Monday afternoon from the Mr. Garrison 86 YouTube channel at 5 p.m. And the Rant and Rave podcast every Thursday night at 8 on the Brandon Martin YouTube channel. And the Too Sweet Wrestling podcast we try to do every Tuesday night NXT live reactions and at 8. And every other Saturday night we try to do a wrestling podcast. So on the Elite JC TV YouTube channel, I'm also the five-time. Can you dig it, sucker? We're talking about Bumbling Bozo's Bozy Awards nominee of 2021. Am I going to be the nominee of 2022? Who knows for sure? And this is my channel YouTube vlog show, hosted by me, Eric Lima. Season 1 was known as The People's Lima / TPL. Season 2, it was known as EML 37 TV. But this is Season 3, WEML TV, Channel 77. And it's episode 1242, May the 24th, 2022, 4:17 p.m. And we're going to talk about what happened on Raw last night. Before I do so, I want to thank Mr. Alex Putnam for having me on. Check out his YouTube channel, 8Pizzle90s. Go subscribe. Tell him Eric Lima sent you. Big Beefy E sent you. He's a good guy. He's a sports guy. He knows his stuff and knows his pop culture. He's the man you want to go to, and that's Alex Putnam, a.k.a. 8Pizzle90. Now, check out his brother Austin. He also has a YouTube channel. And if you're a movie buff, he's the guy you want to go to as well. So, shout out to both Putnam brothers. What's going on there, guys? Well, I want to kick off Monday Night Raw from last night to follow off from the tag team title unification match. That's what I want to call it. Matt Riddle kicked off Monday Night Raw and has news on Randy Orton. Randy Orton's back has been hurting after the attack by the Bloodline, and he says that RK Bro may not be a thing anymore. Well, he enjoyed it, and everybody's showing love and respect to Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle was in a 6-man tag match. He decided to team up with his good buddies from his NXT days, the Street Profits, as he goes up against Sami Zayn, the Usos. All 6 men will start the brawl to start this fight, but then the referees try to break it up, but then they got the match under control. And so they got the match under control. So they had the 6-man matchup, and Usos left Sami Zayn high and dry, giving Riddle and the Street Profits the victory over the Bloodline and Sami Zayn. Bobby Lashley came out to issue an MMA challenge, but it went out to Omos, though. He says, Omos, I got you at Hell in a Cell. It's MVP that I want in unfinished business. We'll have a matchup, and if you beat me, if the winner of that matchup will pick the stipulation. And MVP goes, okay, fine. For Hell in a Cell matchup between Omos and Lashley. Dana Brooke was talking to Adam Pearce about, wanting Carmella. And she says once Carmella's medically cleared to compete, I'll be back. And Carmella is got some protocol, and that's why she wasn't on the show today. And last night, I should say. And Becky Lynch bumped into Dana Brooks. Excuse me, excuse you. And I say Becky Lynch and Dana Brooke feuding, and then Becky Lynch was still complaining about her loss to Asuka. So Pierce goes, yeah, I know it's what Asuka did, but I'll tell you one thing. I'll get you a rematch. And if you win the matchup, you'll be added to the title match in Hell in a Cell. It'll be considered a triple threat. Becky Lynch is like, yeah. All right. So, Judgment Day cut a promo saying, he said, we're sick and tired of listening to the W Universe. We want people to join us. And he said, and he mentions Maze Tommaso Ciampa. He even mentioned Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Liv Morgan. And so Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest of the Judgment Day took on Liv Morgan and AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest did end up winning the match, thanks to Edge, of course, because Edge had to get involved. So Kevin Patrick interviewed The Miz, and The Miz says he's sick and tired of Cody Rhodes and how being Cody Rhodes would help him once again. The King's Court made its return to Monday Night Raw, hosted by Jerry the King Lawler, WWE Hall of Famer. The guest was Veer Mahan. I think I know how Mahan. I know it came with the game Veer Mahan. You have Veer, Indian one, but Mahan. Meek Mahan! Thanks, Matt Hardy! That's my personal. I think that's why. Because Mahan is from Meek Mahan. And that's Matt Hardy's fault. When Matt Hardy's in his broken state, he goes, Meek Mahan! That's pretty funny. So that's why we got the name. So Veer Mahan was talking about, I beat people up because I want to, and Jerry King was trying to tell jokes, trying to ease the tension. I'm not here for jokes. I'm here to win. I'm here to beat people up. And he was about to attack the King until the Mysterio showed up. And then it attacked Mahan, and Mahan got out of the ring. So the Mysterio stood strong. So we'll see what happens. Sarah Schreiber interviewed Alexa Bliss as she goes up against her former tag team championship partner Nikki ASH. And Alexa Bliss is like, oh, we get along. We should get along and all that. Now I gotta go beat her. So I gotta go beat her. So, and Nikki ASH, she's a therapist. It worked out wonders for me. I was laughing. I was like, oh boy. So they had the match of Nikki ASH with Doudrop in her corner, and Nikki ASH, Alexa Bliss did beat Nikki ASH. And Kevin Patrick interviewed Seth freaking Rollins. And Kevin Patrick said, asked about what Cody Rhodes' match, and Seth freaking Rollins says the countdown's for me. Sarah Schreiber interviewed Asuka though afterwards, before her matchup against Becky Lynch, when a rematch, and then Asuka says I'm going to beat Becky again because Becky's not ready for Asuka, but Becky is nothing but a big time baby. In other words, Becky stopped complaining. That's what Asuka's saying. Cody Rhodes took on The Miz, and then Cody Rhodes had the match well in hand until Seth freaking Rollins attacked Rhodes, giving Rhodes the victory via disqualification, and then The Miz kind of helped Seth freaking Rollins join in. And now before every match, Cody Rhodes gives his weight belt away to a fan, and a young fan was given the weight belt, and Seth Rollins went back to it. But to that fan, ripped the belt right out of the fan's hand. The young little kid, what a meanie that Seth Rollins is, hits Cody Rhodes in the back a couple of times with the weight belt. Cody Rhodes got up, was limping up, got the weight belt and gave it back to the fan, which, I'll tell you what, he knew that he gave that belt away. He knew that he gave that belt away to that young fan, and he gave it back. So, then Ezekiel, and no, Kevin Owens, I'm not calling him Elias. Thank you very much, you turkey. You big Canadian turkey. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. And Kevin Elias. See? Kevin Owens, you screw everybody up. This is what happens, Kevin Owens. You stupid idiot. You just made the list, Kevin Owens. Ezekiel took on Chad Gable with Kevin Owens and Otis at ringside, and Kevin Owens saying, Elias, 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 shut up! Oh my gosh, Kevin Owens. Guy's got a big mouth, doesn't know when to shut it. And then Otis was caught trying to interfere in the matchup while the referee wasn't looking. The referee caught him, he ejected Otis from ringside. And as Chad Gable and Otis were arguing with the referee, Kevin Owens tried to sneak attack Ezekiel, but he got caught. He said, you know what? You're ejected too. And that gave Ezekiel the victory. And then Kevin Owens grabbed the microphone, fed up with the whole thing, said, how about this? You and me in Hell in a Cell. Ezekiel says, fine, let's go at it. So, and then you got Kevin Patrick interviewed Cody Rhodes after the matchup that he had with The Miz, and then Rhodes goes, I have a feeling that Rollins is going to go 0 for 3 in his matches against me. Bobby Lashley took on MVP, and Omos got involved to the point where MVP did end up picking up the victory, I believe, by countout or pinfall. So MVP will get to pick the stipulation between Lashley and Omos at Hell in a Cell. Bianca Belair arrived at ringside for the rematch against Asuka and Becky Lynch, and the stipulation is Becky Lynch wins. She'll be added to the triple threat match. And during the matchup, Asuka accidentally kicked Belair in the face when he went going for Becky Lynch. Becky moved out of the way, distracting Asuka to the point. And Asuka tried to get back in the ring to recover, but Becky Lynch capitalized and pinned her to win the matchup. It will be now a triple threat. And now, next week on Raw will be the final Raw till Hell in a Cell. And that ends this book because I filled it up. So that's all the time we have on this great and wonderful show. Peace through all your lives, love throughout your lives, and the blessings of the Lord Jesus Christ from him above, through me, and from me to you. And episode 1243 is complete. Raw Event Center for May the 23rd, 2022. Now, next episode, 1245. 244, excuse me. 1244. This is on episode 1243. We're going to play some Tic Tac Tuesday. Battle against the Sack Boy, a.k.a. the Dragon. Alright, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. And see you on that episode. Peace out.